Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Diego, and today I have the pleasure of reviewing the latest Adidas ZX Carbon 4D in the Aqua Colorway. Check it out. All right, as you can see, we've got a classic Adidas 4D box, black on black. Adidas 4D there on the top. Sizing details on the side. I went with a 10, and that is a half size up from my usual 4D sizing, and I'll explain to you later why I went with a 10. Now, as far as release dates go, we had a surprise shock drop October 3rd, very early in the morning on the Adidas Confirmed app. If you didn't know ahead of time, you easily missed it, and otherwise there's a second chance for another raffle on October 17th on the Adidas Confirmed app. Otherwise, no additional information on future releases for this shoe, so I believe it is pretty exclusive. Now, without further ado, let's get a look at him. Oh, I am so excited. Oh yes. Yes. Oh wow. This thing is incredible. Woo. And 2 extra laces. Yes. Yes. This is what I'm about. Oh my gosh, these shoes are nuts. Let's get a closer look. All right, so first impression of the shoe, I honestly am in love with this silhouette. It is clearly based off of the Futurecraft 4Ds that first debuted in early 2018 with the Friends and Family Futurecraft 4D, and it was the launch of 4D. And throughout 2018, Adidas released more collaborations with companies like Foot Patrol, Invincible, SneakersNStuff, and one of my personal favorites, Daniel Arsham, the artist, released a version with just a full arrow green colorway. It was stunning and obviously near impossible to get, but when the Alpha Edge 4D Parlay came out, that's when I took the leap and I had to get those because they looked so similar to those Arshams, and it was my first pair of 4Ds at the time. So this is a bit of a history of going back to the source, back to the very first thing I fell in love with. So I'm just, exploding with excitement to have these in hand and in my possession, added to the collection. It's an incredible shoe, to say the least. Now, as far as the naming of the shoe goes, it is the ZX Carbon Aqua because it is part of Adidas's A to ZX releases that they're having, and it actually is an homage to the OG ZX 8000 Aqua that came out way back in 1989, and they've bridged it, collaborated it with the Futurecraft 4D silhouette and the 4D midsole for an incredible updated 2020 shoe. It's a personal instant favorite, obviously. Now, the colors to me kind of remind me of the Pixar movie Monsters, Inc. If you catch my drift there, we've got some James Sullivan over here, Mike Wazowski over here, and it's almost like they came up with the colors for this shoe, which is kind of fun. Obviously not related, but I just thought that was a fun little detail. Let's get into the features of the shoe, starting with that upper. We've got a very soft, stretchy prime knit that is featured in 2 different shades of aqua color. We've got a purple detail going around and some yellow tint. That same yellow tint is featured on the Adidas 3 stripes, both lateral and medial sides of the shoe. Moving to the top, we've got aqua laces that are ever so slightly darker than the main aqua tone of the shoe, but not very noticeably darker. The laces are 3M reflective. Now, this sneaker does come with 2 extra sets of laces, which I love. I wish this was more common. And these are featured in the purple and that sort of neon yellow tint that match the rest of the shoe. All sets of laces are 3M reflective, and I'll show you what those look like right now. The tongue of the shoe is actually attached with a little bit of flexibility. It has some built-in squishy material so that it's comfortable. And the inside of the tongue features that same neon yellow tint with the shoe size tag visible right there as well. Now, the heel of the shoe features 2 patches on either side of suede material to give the shoe a little more stability, and it's very soft suede in that aqua matching color. That suede patch is also secured by some very silky, shiny aqua thread that gives it a nice little detail. We've got additional squishy padding on the inside of the heel for a comfortable fit to wear these all day. The tip of the toe also features the Adidas Performance logo. Now the insole of the shoe is ortholite. Now it is quite flimsy compared to other insoles I've had, especially on other 4Ds, but it's pretty soft and it is featured in a dark blue color and that bright yellow tint. Now because the insole is so thin, I do believe you'll feel what the 4D insole feels like even more because there's not a lot of extra support coming from the insole. Taking a look on the inside of the shoe, we've got a brand new white mesh that covers the full length that hides the 4D, because with previous 4D models, when you looked inside, there was a small little window that revealed the 4D on the inside. It was a cool feature, not necessarily helpful, so I believe this is probably a helpful upgrade they've made to the shoe for comfort. Flipping the shoe over, we can see a nice flat black Continental outsole. And Continental is known to be very durable rubber. There's not a ton of grip on there, but there are some cool designs that make it look like parts of it are in focus and some of them are blurry. It's a nice detail that is mostly featured on the Futurecraft silhouette. And last but not least, of course, we've got the beautiful, striking, futuristic 4D midsole. This one is featuring the arrow green color. That is the OG 4D color. It really goes along with the rest of the color tones of the shoe, so I like it. I love those 4Ds that come in black as well, as you can see. But this one has an updated lattice that is similar to the X9000, the Ultra 4Ds, and the Parlay 4Ds that came out recent. So I believe this sneaker, the ZX Carbon, with the Futurecraft silhouette is more comfortable than the previous Futurecraft silhouettes of the past, because 3 years apart has only made 4D more comfortable, smarter, and comfort-oriented. So I'm really excited to put some mileage on these. So let's talk comfort on the ZX Carbon 4Ds. A lot of the time, 4Ds that come straight out of the box, they feel stiff, and people are surprised by how uncomfortable they might be for a little while. There's usually a break-in period, and they do get softer over time, but people want a comfortable shoe right out of the box. And I can say that these are the most comfortable 4Ds I have owned and worn to date. Right out of the box, that updated 4D lattice is much squishier than before. This upper is breathable and stretchy. It just makes the shoe very comfortable. The overall weight, super lightweight. So I'm gonna rate the shoe a solid 9 out of 10 for overall comfort. 10 being Ultra Boost 20s because you've got Boost, and these don't quite hit the comfort levels of Boost just there, but 9 out of 10 is close enough. Now, as far as sizing goes on the ZX Carbon, I recommend going true to size. A lot of the time I've been recommending to go up half a size with most of my 4Ds. That's the sizing I usually get, but these do not release in half sizes. Now, I went ahead and played it a little safe, and I went up half a size from my usual already up half a size. So I got these in a 10, and they feel just a little looser near the end of the toe. I've got some wiggle room there. Not uncomfortable, but I can say that I would have been totally safe going with a 9. And so I recommend you go with your true to size, which for me would have been a 9. Otherwise, the shoe just fits really snug. You've got padding here. It's very easy to slip on and off, and it's not a struggle. It's not too tight on the mid cage. Overall, it's a very comfortable, well-sized shoe. So, you absolutely love the way the ZX Carbon 4Ds look, like I do, and you're wondering how much they cost? Well, $200 is what your wallet is gonna be churning out. I think personally it's an amazing price point because you're getting upgraded 4D. It's the most comfortable 4D shoe yet. You're getting the Futurecraft silhouette that the history of it has retailed upwards of $400, $500 upon releases, depending on what collaborations they had, and those would resell for upwards of $2,000 till this day. So $200 right out of the gates is a really good price point if you can get them, and I recommend hopping onto those third-party websites soon after the release while the prices are still acceptable. And otherwise, $200 for a shoe I will wear often, I think is pretty acceptable, and the silhouette is just one for the ages, so I fully approve. So in conclusion, personally, this is gonna be one of my all-time favorites. I've just always loved that Futurecraft silhouette. I think the price point is decent, all things considered, and I am looking forward to more future colorways. I did see an Instagram user have a sample pair that was exactly this shoe with a gray upper and a red suede patch here with that normal Aero Green 4D. That is a pretty sick colorway, so I hope it releases. And it might mean that there are more colorways down the pipeline that are a little more low-key. Maybe we'll get a triple black, which you know I want to get my hands on. And as well, make sure to leave comments. Let me know which pairs of laces you think fit the shoe best. I'm gonna keep playing around. Maybe I'll mix and match, one on one shoe, one on the other, who knows. I have a little bit of fun with it. If you did enjoy the video, I would really appreciate if you thumbs it up, leave some comments, let me know your thoughts, if you were able to cop them, if you're gonna hold out, if you want future colorways to come out, maybe you're still skeptical about 4D, share all your thoughts down below. And if you have subscribed, special thank you to you. If you haven't yet, I invite you to. I appreciate it very much. And in the meantime, you already know. I'll catch you on the next one.